Hi, meet Mrs. Uma Raikar, a super cool lady. Let's hear what she has to say. Hi Uma ma'am, I'm sure you got a lot of funny questions. So tell me what are those funny questions and how you answered them.
They're like, what is senior living? I mean, for them, senior living is an old age place. All the unwanted parents are pushed. And then sometimes, but they don't understand that old has given me a lot of independence and freedom. Because the children are big now, they have their lives, they can go anywhere. I would usually not spend that money thinking I will have some health issues and all that.
How much did other people telling old make you feel old versus you feeling old?
No, I don't feel that. They're saying, I mean, you've had everything. Why do you want a swimming pool? Or why do you want to go for a massage? You know, people feel like that.
There's one more thing I want to ask you, which is again very prevalent with probably women in your age group. When people tell you, ma'am, you're old, what do you feel?
It was always work and running and, coming home.
So, Uma ma'am, you're a path breaker. You're the one who's shattering the, what I call silver ceiling. We're talking glass ceiling. Hi, Uma ma'am.
Hi, good afternoon.
Thank you for being with us again. If there's a resident of ours who's forever smiling, it has to be you. How do you do that?
I think, I always want to be happy and be in the moment maybe. So that's why I'm like that.
But tell us a little more internally, because I always keep saying this, that aging is not biological and aging is behavioral. How we behave and carry ourselves largely has an influence on how we age. So you refuse to age.
Yeah,
I want you to
age.
teach us how you are not aging.
No, I don't want to age because I always want to have that, that happiness in me and that spark in me. So then, of course, because physically you age, but mentally I don't want to age. So I keep, involving myself into so many things and, trying to be happy and live life and enjoy life. So I'm doing all that, consciously.
Yeah, that's the important thing. Your mind has to stop giving permission to your body to not do certain things.
Yes.
You can't say, oh, I can't walk, I can't run, I can't do this, I can't do that.
Exactly.
The minute we tell ourselves that,
exactly, and then you tend to be into a room and then you lose everything and you become a vegetable. So that's what I just don't want to be. I think, till I die, I want to be like this.
Absolutely.
With both my hands, legs working and my mind working and, I'm enjoying life.
So ma'am, when you tell your friends and your family that you're in senior living, I'm sure you got a lot of funny questions. So tell me, what are those funny questions and how you answered them?
No, they think that when I'm in a senior living, especially in Mumbai, I'm from Mumbai. So people think, that you go to an old age home and then you have all the Buddhas and Buddhis sitting over there, and you don't have anything to do, and they just give you food and you're living. So they were shocked because a person like me going to a senior living, so they were wondering what it is. So this is a question which everybody asks. And when I tell them that we have programs and we have people to take care, of the daily routine, like so many years we've been doing everything, but we have somebody who will clean our house for you, who will give you food. So they're shocked because they don't know what it is. So then I have to tell them everything, what happens in a senior living, what we do, what we don't do. We have a library, we have a doctor, we have events, we enjoy, we have carnivals. So, these are things like when I tell them, so they don't know that there's something which exists here. So I think, now the things are changing in Mumbai also, people have started realizing. So anytime if I say I'm a senior living, they're like, what is senior living? I mean, for them, senior living is an old age place where all the unwanted parents are pushed.
So has that changed now, or do they still feel like they are leading a better life than you are?
Yeah, of course, they feel they are happy actually, What happens is many of them stay with their children. And when they stay with their children, the children don't have much time for them. They have to be dependent on them. The child somebody would come, if they have to go to a doctor, they have to wait till a Saturday when the son is at home, he'll take him to the doctor and all those things. Now here it's not like that. I don't need, if today I need a doctor, I know. I can just walk down. If I need physiotherapy, I just walk down. So these are things, in Mumbai you won't get an appointment till 12 o'clock night. So this is something which I feel I'm so privileged, and I thank every day, thank God that I'm in such a place. At least now, after so many years, I can be happy and live a life without getting tensed, about what's going to happen, what's not going to happen.
So now your friends finally feel that you're not in a vridashram.
Yeah. They asked me to send pictures of what we are doing and all that. And then when we have all these programs, and I send them pictures, and they're so happy. Oh, you're like this. We should come and visit.
So, ma'am, you made a decision to move into senior living. Obviously, your children had a large role to play in you moving. Many times what I have seen is that the children feel like somehow they are not being loving enough if they encourage their parents to move into a senior living. Tell me about your journey. How did it work with your children? What did they think initially? What do they think today?
Actually, what happened was, I had left my job or taken early retirement and shifted to Kerala to take care of my father. So I took care of him for 11 years, and my children knew what was happening, how I was going through, what I was doing, and they really wanted a better life for me. But then they knew that I was the only one. I used to be there at home, take care of my father all the years, and he expired when he was 95. So the children know what responsibility it was, and I'm so sure now, that would have been a burden for them too. So I feel, because if I would want my children here, they won't have their, they have the future, they have a life, and if they're going to be bogged down with all these questions, today I'm having this problem, that problem. So that was a type of it was a sort of a relief for him. So he was there with me. My son was here with me for reflections. He came in and he saw that and he said, yeah, mom, this is a good place for you. So do that. And now he's so happy.
So initially he didn't have any hesitation. Oh, what will my friends say? What will my friends think?
I think, because they are from the West, no? So they prefer that way, I think, So he didn't feel that. And he wanted to make sure. So he came here, he saw the place and things like that. And that time, by then, Primus was already into 1 year or so, one and a half year. So he said, yeah, this is fine. And then he's very happy that I can do things which I never did.
Nice. So after this time, do you feel like your relationship with your children are better or it's worse?
No, it's better. Actually, he is not worried, He knows that there's someone there. If something happens to me, he knows that somebody will be there to take me. Because in case of his absence, some way, the children feel guilty that they are not there with the children, with the parents, they can't take care of them. So this is, he's rest assured. There is no problem. Somebody would be there. And then he can come in, even if there's some urgency, he can come in a little bit late too. So I think that's better.
Absolutely. Let's switch gears a bit.
Yeah.
Tell me, what do you feel when people tell you you're old? When people tell you, ma'am, you're old, what do you feel?
Yeah, people do tell that I'm old. And then sometimes, but they don't understand that old has given me a lot of independence and freedom, I would say. Because when I was young, I didn't have all this freedom. I never had freedom to sit and sing my songs and enjoy, I didn't have all that. I couldn't have, left everything and gone for a movie or gone for an orchestra or gone for a program. So that makes a lot of difference. It was always work and running and, coming home. So here there is life. You have everything in one roof, under one roof. You want to go to the temple, you don't have to take a car or a bus and go to a temple. You have a temple there. In the same way, if you want to, enjoy the swimming pool, there is a swimming pool. You don't have to go, miles away for that. Again, the same thing, the doctor. So there are so many points, it's like this senior living is everything under the roof. So somebody was just telling me here, says, those are your objectives and this thing is very high. I said, yeah, but I would want to live. I don't want to go to a place lower than what, for my life, I would want to have all the luxuries which I can have. And I think this is it's a big luxury that you have a servant or maid coming and cleaning up your place. There's food ready. This is the luxury which I would not have thought elsewhere.
But I want to extend that. See, your generation, you in particular, must have spent 40, 50 years caring for two generations. Your children, your parents, your in-laws.
Yes.
And you sacrificed probably what you wanted.
Yes.
And just did everything that others wanted.
Exactly.
And at the end of this, people like you, other people, when you make this decision to choose your own self. Why is that seen as being selfish? Why is that not seen as empowerment? Or why is that considered that why are you still expected to manage the house, expected to care for everybody? Tell me a little bit about that.
Yeah, because many people do feel that, especially now there are people whose children are abroad and they want their parents there. But it's usually, something that maybe their child is alone, so they would want somebody to take care of. So this type of is always there. They think that, oh, you're selfish. She's taking care only of herself. But what has happened? All these years we have lived for everybody else except for us. It was always, the family, the children, everything. So you were always, caught up somewhere. You just couldn't do what you want. If I would want to go somewhere, I just can't. I couldn't have done that.
Yeah.
So that makes the biggest thing, and whatever it is, I think, and also I think the mindset. I have a mindset, I really am, want to do whatever I haven't done, because I think I have just a few years. So, I should have the best. And
so that's not selfish, right? Choosing for yourself
I don't think it is selfish.
what you want.
No.
Because I hear a lot of people feeling guilty to share what they want because it's seen as selfish. Like somehow people, even after managing all those generations, I am seeing so many grandmothers today whose only job is to care for the grandchild.
Exactly.
They still have no life of their own.
Exactly.
And they have been conditioned to think that that's the only way life should be.
Yes.
What is your view on this?
That was, when we were at our age, we were taught that this is what a lady has to do. A lady is what she has to take care of the house, she has to do everything. So this lady had no anything else outside,
no
just
voice.
No voice for anything. It was just the family, just, you were responsible to be taking care of the children, do this, do that. But it was never living for yourself. And now when you start realizing that, yeah, maybe we do need to do this, because the children are big now, they have their lives, they can go anywhere. So this is my time where I should use it for me.
Yeah.
And if I'm going to get a place like this, where I have enough time to do this, so I think, everybody should choose this, because somewhere or the other, we just have few years. And few years, you can't be bogged up, in all the responsibilities and all those things. And that's
so
too much.
it's not wrong to choose yourself.
No, never.
Because I've seen a lot of grandparent guilt that, I have to be there for my grandchildren, I have to be there for my spouse, I have to be there. It's not okay to think of me.
Yes.
But everybody else in this world is thinking about only themselves.
Exactly.
They are not thinking, okay, what is that my father, mother or grandparent wants? So Uma ma'am, I have seen in many, many generations of elders that there is this need to save, and then give something to the children or the grandchildren. And in many cases, the children and the grandchildren are not asking for it, right. And they are wealthy. So this die rich and live poor, why is this a thing in India?
It's not now, I think. This is, our time. And people from our age were always taught, because our parents used to always save money for the children. So we are continuing to do that. And I don't think, now this generation of children, I don't think they want their parents to, save and not live for themselves. At least that's what I found. I've found a couple of children who want their parents to be happy, I mean, when are you going to do this? When are you going to go on a cruise? When are you going to enjoy? So this was our thought those years back. And of course, we haven't moved out. So we need to move out. We can't be just thinking, about saving for the parents. The children are having their life and they're having a nice life. We have seen that they're having a nice life. So
no, because already you have paid for their education.
Yes.
You have paid for their upbringing.
Exactly.
Today they don't pay for anything for you all.
Exactly. Yes.
Use your own money.
Exactly.
But still there is this guilt that I am not leaving enough behind.
Yes.
So why is this so ingrained in India that it is wrong to spend on yourself to live a happy life when the children are financially independent?
Yeah, that's what I think everybody should really think, and not think about the olden days, Now the times have changed, everything has changed. And I'm so sure the children would want to go, and have their, So actually, this is which has come out, and we need to get out of this. And I'm so sure the older generation, because now they get well paid. Even a small person has a good salary.
Yeah, exactly.
So, they don't think that your parents, they don't need it. I don't think many of them, are waiting for it. Of course, there may be a few people who want the money from their children, from their parents. But I don't think it is like this. And I think they also want us to have a happy life or, go and enjoy. Yes, and one thing I would say is we have missed out on everything. Because all these years we were working for our children, that's all, for our parents, taking care of them. So we have not been able to go out, see the world, enjoy the things. There are so many things to see. There are so many things to be happy.
Yeah.
So these are the things, and they would really want us to do that. And we also should be wanting to do that. I mean, of course, I want to be doing all those things. I really want to go and visit all those places because that would really, make me so happy. I would want to go in. Now, yesterday, I went for this program. So I was really happy. We had a nice time, enjoyed 4-5 hours. So this I wouldn't have thought elsewhere.
Absolutely. So there's no need to have guilt for fulfilling our own bucket list.
Yes.
When everything we have done has so far been possibly for somebody else.
Exactly.
It's okay to live for ourselves today.
Exactly.
Right. Yes. The other thing I wanted to also implore is I have seen again the oversaving for this unknown medical expense. Like there will be this, I'll call it financial portfolio. Okay?
Yeah.
We all love to look at our financial portfolio.
Right.
Okay, I have so much in FD, I have so much housing, I have so much real estate, I have so much mutual fund. I'm worth so much of money. But we never see that, okay, what can this do for us? How come I don't have a purpose portfolio? How come I don't have a bucket list portfolio? How come I don't have a things to do before I'm not here that would make me and my partner or my spouse happy? Why is that not a thing?
It's not a thing because there was that always care is there, I think, there's one reason because parents don't want to put their hand, I mean, at least people like me, I would not want to go and ask my son, you pay me for this. So I would want to keep my money with me, be self-sufficient. Maybe that's one of the reasons.
Why is that?
I feel.
Why is it so important? Let's say you spend X rupees in bringing up a child.
Yeah.
Today you may be asking a fraction of X of what you may have spent, and the child has zero guilt or they would love to support.
Yeah.
But a person like you, and you represent thousands of Indian elders who don't want to take money from their children. What is the underlying emotion?
Yeah,
to this?
that is, I don't know. There's something, which you feel that you shouldn't be putting pressure on them. Actually, that's not a pressure, but then we feel that we are putting a pressure on them. Maybe he would be spending this money for himself or something like that. And then why do I want to be putting pressure on him? So, yes, that is something which all elders like us, we don't try to move out very easily. So if today if I want to do some renovation and I would want some more money from him, I can very well go and ask him and you give me because I have to see my thing. So I would usually not spend that money thinking I will have some health issues and all that. So I think that is something which is holding us back. And I don't think it should hold us back if you think rationally.
Yeah. No, absolutely. See, the other thing is, till something goes wrong, we don't think of what is the problem in our life.
Yes.
One of us have a health setback, one of us have a fall, one of us have some, say, a burglary or whatever.
Yeah.
And then we're like, oh, we're not safe.
Yeah.
So why does it take an event to get a person to think about their safety and then think of options like senior living? Why is it not like around the world? It's a natural progression. I started in a small apartment, then I went to a big apartment, then I went to a townhouse, and then I come to a retirement home. It's a natural progression.
Yes. Nobody
is consciously waiting for something wrong to happen before. But what I have noticed is until something happens, we don't act. And when something happens, we act in haste. And more often than not, we make a suboptimal decision.
You make the wrong decision. So I always feel, I think everybody should be thinking on these grounds. And senior living is not a big taboo or something like that. That's something which is going to be, actually it's going to be protection for you. So people need to know this and this, like you said, that guilt, you have sent your parents because they don't want you. That is something which is not true.
Yeah.
So that, people need to think. And always, there's another thing to this. What happens is the youngsters think from their point of view. So they they may not like you going to the temple every day or, every day wasting time and all that. But you like it. So your likes are different. Your child's life is different. And if you want to be bogged down by that, and then he'll say, no, you're not going. I know of one couple here. So the lady wanted to go for an Ayurveda massage. And she tells me, I can't, I'll have to. She says, you go. She asked me, where do you go? So I told her, these are the places usually I go. So she said, oh, what is the cost? And I told her everything. And the cost was, I don't think they had a problem. Okay, I'll talk to my son. And it so happened, son refused.
To let the mother for a treatment?
Yes. And she didn't.
Wow.
And now she's no more. So, these are the things where the son must not have thought about this. I don't know whatever was there. It was not that they didn't have money. They were quite financially well off.
But why is this? Why do parents who are financially independent, who are physically independent, ask permission of their children to do things? Why is that?
Yeah, I mean, really, they shouldn't be doing that. They shouldn't be doing
because
that.
Because when you are making all the decisions for them,
we made it on our own.
Right?
Yes.
And subsequently for their career, they made their own decisions.
Of course.
So why is it that now that children also expect parents to listen to them? And more funny is, the parents are okay to listen to the children.
Yes.
Why is that?
I think, because they feel family is the one which is going to be giving you protection or something like that. So they don't think that there is something else, where by looking at somebody you can get, oh yeah, she's doing this, so maybe I should do this. So I could see that lady's thing, she really wanted to go, and it would have helped her maybe. It would have helped her, and she didn't do that. And within 4-5 months, she was no more.
Yeah, we always get confused between how to love our parents.
Yes.
We think taking away decision making is love, but taking away decision making and independence is control. It's not
exactly.
love. No?
Exactly. And that control, spoils everything.
There's one more thing I want to ask you, which is again very prevalent with probably women in your age group. Why is it that social circle for people who are mostly in the house, bringing up family, worked 40 years to run a house, take care of 3 generations, why is it not okay to have a big friend circle outside of your family? Why is it expected that the women's only social life is the husband, children, and why is that? How do we change that?
This is a very big, difficult question, because I think most of them, they come into this structure, this family structure, and then, they feel that they can't be going out and they can't be moving this. So it really needs to be changed. And I think we are the ones who should be putting this change. So, looking at them,
do you agree with me that all the needs of a human cannot be met only by the immediate family?
No, I would 100% say no.
Yeah, it's important for them to have a circle beyond the family.
Very much.
Where they feel seen and heard. And
yes.
that, they add some value and get some value.
Exactly. Because the more you move out, you get different types of people and you learn more things.
And you feel good. And when you feel good, you behave positively even with your family. So everybody wins.
100%.
But why is that not viewed positively? That's my question.
I think, the children are also used to that the parents are always like this. So they don't want to even give them the freedom maybe. So the children also, so unless you put your foot forward or you put it firm, I think everybody will do that, then even the children will understand. They will understand.
Yeah. Awesome. So Uma ma'am, you're a path breaker. You're the one who's shattering what I call silver ceiling. We've been talking glass ceiling, but this is the silver ceiling where you do things that are good for you, without really affecting any relationship around you.
100%.
So thank you for being a path breaker, and all the best as you keep that smile going.
Thank you so much. Thank you, really. It's been nice. It's been actually, I should say that it's been this is my 6th year. And the funniest thing is, there's another thing which I would want to say. You go to a senior living, fine. But there should be some measuring, how are you going to measure which senior living is good? So what I have gathered is, after finding out so many places, any senior living which is controlled by the residents is no good. So whenever I would always want to see that who is the SP, who is the service provider, because
it's I think the way I would suggest that what that really means is, when you put 10 decision makers in a room, no decision is taken. That's what it is.
Exactly.
And then the decision is optimized to cost.
Exactly.
The decision is not optimized to greater happiness and health span outcomes.
Yes.
And in every place, there will be a bunch of brands who are very professional and a bunch of brands who may or may not be professional.
Yes.
And the customer will eventually know who does what.
Yes. So that's a very big thing. And wherever you are now, I would always want to lead my life a little bit higher than where I am.
Yeah.
I would not want to be,
I
would want to, no, it's not for everybody, I think. I find people, they're saying, you've had everything. Why do you want a swimming pool? Or why do you want to go for a massage? People feel like that. It's not like that.
True.
So my husband was just telling me, from my bedroom, I can see the moon. and I can see the temple, I can see everything from my. So, I want to go to a place where I have a lot of greenery like this. So, these are things which make us happy.
Yeah.
I just sit in the window and nothing. Suppose I lose my sleep and I'm awake at night, and I just see out and I can see the life moving, I can see the vehicle moving. I know I'm alive.
So, ma'am, when did you start to feel that I am old?
I started to feel that because there were sometimes my body wouldn't give me, maybe my body would lose, I couldn't have had that much of strength of walking, running around. So physically, my body was slowing down. I cook very fast, and I suddenly found that, I was cooking very slowly, and then there were certain things which would make me tense. So if there's something coming, will I be able to do this? So that time I realized that yes, though of course emotionally I don't feel old, but physically I thought that I was moving a little bit slow and getting old.
How much did other people telling old make you feel old versus you feeling old?
No, I don't feel that.
You don't feel, no? But other people try to tell you that?
Of course.
How do you handle that?
They say, at your age you want to do this. So this is something, very often, especially when we are going to be practicing or we are going to dance or something.
Yeah.
I mean, at your age you want to do this. But that's what we never did. So at my age, I would want to do everything. So
absolutely.
Yes, many people used to do that. They make you feel old, I mean, at this age you can't be doing this. And so that's, I think, again, a society, the thoughts which are here, and that needs to change. And how do you change it? Is there people have to break that, balloon or something and move ahead.
Absolutely.
So these are things, which I think the younger generation doesn't understand.
Yeah.
Because these are small things which make us happy. My son was saying, and what is wrong if you look into a field? So I say, yeah, but the field will not have anybody. But here I can see the life moving, and those are, I don't know, maybe those are my thoughts.
No, those are incredible thoughts. Thank you for sharing your thoughts with us.
Thank you so much. And thank you for keeping us happy.
That's our job. But thank you for being happy. Happiness is 90% internal. It cannot be stimulated from the outside. So it's all you.
Yeah, it should be like that.